Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and today I'm doing the long-awaited movie room tour for 2021. A little bit of an update. It's been a while since I walked around and showed you what the room looked like, what some of the equipment I have, and what I use for reviews and for just watching movies. So we're going to go through all that today in this video. And yes, I'm not wearing a backwards hat. I do have hair, and I'm not balding, and I'm not 50. So I don't know if you saw that recent community post, but I am not any of those things, and I'm proving it. No backwards hat, lots of hair. COVID hair, I would say. But yeah, we're going to jump into this movie room tour. I'll bring you around the room, show you what some of the cool stuff I have is, talk about how I laid things out and some of the equipment, and hopefully you enjoy it. So here we go. All right, guys, so we're going to start this movie room tour here. And I'm going to start here at the front door of the room. This room was probably intended to be a bedroom, but that's what happens when you have a huge movie collection. So right outside the door, I do like sports, especially Boston sports as well. I've got Jerry Cheevers, he was a Bruins goalie, autographed jersey. Kevin Millar from the Red Sox, autographed jersey. And then this probably looks pretty familiar to you, but this is the setup. This is where I shoot most of the videos. That's the ring light and everything I use to get better lighting. And this is where I sit. So here is the first shelf of movies. This is most of these movies, I'd say 90% of the collection are in ABC order, but not alphabetical order. So I don't go and put like the A team after Alamo Bay, but I put all the A's together and then all the B's together, all the C's together. So I know where everything is roughly. So this is one of the first big shelves. This is an Atlantic Media shelf. I'll put a link to that down in the description. And then on top of that, we've got just a stick here, hockey stick signed by the entire Bruins 2013 team that I actually won in a raffle. And then we've got Mr. Darth Vader's lightsaber up there. So there's kind of collectibles all over the room, but this is just the opening corner here with all these movies in this big setup. So now as we move along to the other side of the room, you're going to start to see some of the first home theater setup, but I've got sort of like an overflow cabinet here of recent movies. You'll see like Love and Monsters is on there, Tenet's on there. Some of the more recent titles, they kind of get put there before I sort them. And then my wife's got some stuff going on. She's doing old VHS tapes, putting them on DVDs and digital. So it's a little messy with the wires right now. But this is my first speaker that you'll see. This is an SVS Prime tower speaker. So really nice. They're all black. Glossy, and then on top of that, right now, until I can get them mounted up on the wall, I've just been a little bit lazy on that. These are the Atmos speakers from SVS Sound. It's an SVS Prime elevation speaker, and typically that should be going up on your wall here and shooting down, and you would flip this upside down so it shoots down at you, but right now I just have them sitting there, so it's not the greatest thing in the world for Atmos, but it does a pretty good job, and they've only been there for a very short time, so I just got to get them back on the wall because I moved some stuff. But then as we move over here, here's sort of the main media console, and then of course the TV. So I've talked about the TV before. This is the 75-inch Sony X900, Dolby Vision, 4K, HDR, the whole 9 yards. Full active dimming. I really like this TV, and as you can see with a window here and a window there, this is about as big as I could put in this space. There's a very, very small gap in between the window and the TV. I probably can't go much bigger. And then down here, you'll start to see some of the components. I've started to put a few things on display. My Friday the 13th box set, Columbia Classics, of course. I just picked up this Hereditary screenplay book, which is really cool. And then I got some of my Jaws, Funko Pops. Some of this was Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, so that was cool. The front speaker is another SVS Prime center channel. Really nice speaker. Love having a strong center channel. It's really important. Down here, I've got an old Xbox 360. I've got my receiver. This is the Denon AVR X2600H. So you can see on here, DTS:X, Dolby Atmos. It's also Dolby Vision capable, so it has all that covered. And then over here is the the 4K player. So this is I have a Sony 4K player. It's I want to say it's it's either a UBP or a UBX 900. So 700, I think. So I don't know the exact model. I'll find a link and put it in the description, but I know it handles Dolby Vision, obviously 4K player. And then underneath here, it's a little messy, but I've got like a mini Nintendo. I've got my Xbox One down there. So that's kind of the whole main media console at this point in time. So now just moving across the rest of the room, obviously another elevation speaker, another prime tower speaker, and then my SVS subwoofer. And this is super nice subwoofer. Love this subwoofer. But here's also where I keep some of the stuff I get from the Navy. If you don't know and you're new to the channel, I donate movies to the Navy. I work on this project, so occasionally you get things. That's the ship coin from the USS Ronald Reagan, the couple other ship coins, crew hats. So they send you this stuff sort of as a thank you for when we send shipments. Not everybody sends them. I don't have one from everyone, but they're really cool. I keep those on display. And then we've got another large Atlantic media shelf over here in this portion of the room. This picks up in the F's and it goes down to about the N's, I think, or the O's. And on top of the shelf, I've got some Funko Pops going on, mostly horror on that side. I've got my Kane Hodder autographed Jason mask, and then some more Funko. We got some Michael Corleone, Star Wars. That's Jared Leto from Blade Runner, Hagrid. So some cool stuff here. And this one is actually my favorite because it's signed by John Carpenter, the Michael Myers one. I love that. So that's just another big shelf over here. And there's a window here. Air conditioner goes in there in the summertime, so I don't put anything in front of that. And that's the second biggest shelf after the one you already saw over on this side of the room. So now moving on from this corner into the closet. Please don't judge this closet because I've been cleaning this room and reorganizing. So I wanted to make this video. It's not pristine and in like perfect shape, but you know what? It looks like it's lived in. So this is a movie closet, basically. I took a closet and I made it extra storage for this room. So on top of the shelf, we've got a bunch of box sets. These are, I believe, all TV shows. Got some cool stuff, some old Nickelodeon, The Shield, Community, Miami Vice, The Wire. It gets a little dark in here, but I have more Atlantic media shelves that are smaller. You'll see these in another portion of the room. And they hold maybe 100 Blu-rays each. So I keep all the Scream Factory stuff on this shelf. Over here is all of the Criterion collection. Got some overflow and then continued alphabetical storage. Also got some of the bigger box sets up here on top. And then some autographs, Al Pacino, John Carpenter again, Wes Craven, Nick Offerman. So some cool stuff in here. But I need to keep cleaning this out and seeing what I can do with this space, because I can certainly have some more storage in here. So a little bit of a mess because I've got boxes and things I need to organize, but a really cool space that will definitely be coming together in the next few months. So then outside of the closet, again, reorganizing some stuff, but I love Rock Band. On our Xbox One, we have Rock Band 4. I have the whole setup, so those are the drums. Got a couple of my buddies here, Mr. Clark Kent and Mr. Anakin Skywalker. And then up here, we got some more shelves. So I have some cool things on these shelves I'll show you in a second, but this is like a standard black bookshelf that I've had for a while. That's another Atlantic media shelf. But up here, we got some cool stuff. We've got the Freddy bust. This is from Slash House Studios. You can find him on Instagram. He does a great job. We've got an SVS bookshelf speaker right here, sitting here. That's the side surround sound. Michael Myers, that's the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 mask. I paired it up with a mannequin head and a Dickie shirt that I bought myself. And then we've got Leatherface, a Hobbit 50th anniversary, some more Rock Band stuff here, the guitar and the microphone, and then a bunch of movies. So down on this shelf, I keep some cool stuff. There's an autographed steelbook of Us. That's autographed by Jordan Peele. They also sent me some cool artifacts from the movie, the cutouts, the scissors. And then as we move down, I've got John Carpenter autographed Halloween. This is the P section too, so it continues throughout the room. Like this ends at N, then this picks up, you can see, at O, and then the P's are down here. So it kind of goes in a clockwise rotation throughout the room. David Leitch autographed Hobbs and Shaw, Big Bang Theory, autographed Trolls Steelbook by Walt Dorn, and then just more movies over here. I could probably add another shelf here at some point too. So there's still room to expand, which is good because I need it. And then I've got this cool Jack Daniels old number 7 Tennessee whiskey case. And you may not know this about me, but I collect baseball cards as well. So this is where I keep all of the baseball cards. A lot of these are really cool, and I'm a big fan of those, but I won't get into those. So that's where I keep those. Need to find a spot for that. So now backing up a bit from this corner, then we get over to the back of the room, and this is where I have my home theater seats. I have fallen in love with these seats. They are super comfortable. I did a whole video on them, so if you're interested, you can check that out. They're called Valencia Piacenza leather seats. Awesome cup holders on each side. We got the trays installed so we can get, food and have drinks up here on each side while watching the movie, have some popcorn. They also light up, and they're full automatic. I shouldn't say automatic, but I guess it's not manual, so it's automatic. Recliners, and the headrest also moves. So I'll have another link to those down in the description. They're in every video, but I love these seats. When I expand and we move all this stuff into a bigger room, I would definitely get like another row of these. They're really, really comfortable. So those sit there. So in this back corner is sort of more overflow and more storage. And another couple Atlanta Media shelves. Those are great. These are like the S's, and it goes all the way down to the Z's. I got some shot glasses. I collect those from places that I visit, go on vacation. And then here it's a mixture of donations actually that I need to deliver to the Navy, and some new releases that I just need to organize and put on a shelf. So I'm hoping to pick up a second shelf somewhere in here. I could fit another shelf there, maybe even 2. So I just need to grab those shelves, pick them up from Amazon. They're usually like $30 a piece. So I just need to get a couple. And then over here, we've got some like limited editions. This is the Marvel Phase 1 box set. I've got the Breaking Bad barrel back there in the back, the Star Wars VHS, box sets like that, Pirates of the Caribbean, Werner Herzog, and a bunch of steel books. And then up on top, I've got some more fun stuff, Funkos, my Predator head. I love this thing. This is one of the crown jewels. It actually holds the Blu-rays in its base, but that's I love that with the magnetic mask. Back to the Future with the hoverboard, Batman. And then over here is actually some more sports stuff. Other than this, Interstellar, this is the IMAX poster. You can only get it if you start an IMAX. And then Longclaw, which is Jon Snow's sword from Game of Thrones. But then down here where I have the next SVS Prime speaker, this is the obviously the right surround. And I've got some more sports stuff. So I'm a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan. I've got some autographed pucks, balls, some of the championship rings from Boston Sports, some bobbleheads, things like that. And then I actually keep all my sports Blu-rays and physical media over here as well. So I've got an autographed basketball, Penny Hardaway, one of my favorites growing up. You see The Last Dance, 30 for 30. This is actually autographed by Mickey Ward, so it's kind of movie related because you can see it says Mickey Ward, the fighter. He is who the movie The Fighter was based on. Mark Wahlberg played Mickey Ward, and Christian Bale played his brother. And then I've just got some more stuff down here, the OJ series, some old Red Sox and Patriots DVDs from when they won the World Series, and Super Bowls, things like that. So just a kind of sports shelf, some more cards there. So yeah, I like sports just as much as I like movies. I don't talk about sports as much on the channel because it's obviously movie focused, but I've got a lot of memorabilia. Now, talking about sports, I almost completely forgot, but behind the closet door, I've actually got two more. I've got an autographed jersey from each major Boston sports team. So this is Malcolm Butler on the Patriots. He's the guy who had the interception to win the Super Bowl a few years back. And then Kevin McHale autographed jersey from the Celtics. He's in the Hall of Fame, played with Larry Bird. He's kind of a Celtics legend. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's the movie room tour. That's what I have. So thank you again for watching this. This is an update. I haven't done one of these in a while. A lot of people have been asking for it, so I wanted to do it, put it out there, and hopefully you enjoyed just seeing what I have. Even though we're in sort of a restructuring, I'd call it like a fall winter cleaning mode, sort of. So you kind of caught it mid-clean, but you get a gist of what the room's all about. So I appreciate you watching. Make sure you check all those links down in the description if you are interested in anything. The shelving, the seating, all that stuff, even the AV equipment will be in the description, so check those out. It's a great way to passively support my channel. But otherwise, I appreciate you all watching. Make sure you find me on Instagram and TikTok now. And yeah, just make sure you're subscribed, have your notifications on so you know when videos like this go live. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay safe out there, stay healthy. We'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.